We're very mindful at Silverstone this weekend that this is the start of a new era for the British Touring Car Championship, the hybrid era, and the development car, which has been worked on for the last year, is taking part in its first sort of competitive environment. And Nigel Armfield from M Sport, who had developed the new 2022 TOCA engine for the car, is with us. How exciting a weekend is this from everyone's point of view?
I've been looking forward to this weekend, Steve. Really nice to get the car out and in amongst the grid that's existing, and really looking forward to next year.
Give us an idea of the kind of work that's gone in and how the whole project has progressed and developed from the M Sport point of view.
Okay, so we started the tender process probably a couple of years ago. We were awarded the tender to produce the new TOCA engine for 2022 for the next 5 years. Work started in earnest probably about 15 months ago. We began the design on this engine, and from that point on we then started on durability testing and prove out.
And it's Cosworth who do all the sort of hybrid elements. How have you worked together?
So we've had a long relationship with Cosworth. As M Sport, we've been working with them for more than 20 years, so it's a company that we're well familiar with. And we've discussed the electronics package throughout the programme, and really we came together when we moved to the chassis.
And we see it out there today. Does that mean that the project is complete, or how much development is still required?
I think there's always last-minute bits and pieces of development right up until the first race, but pretty much from our side, certainly the hardware is completely fixed now. We're happy with where we are, the durability, the performance. So I think a few little tweaks, let's say, nothing more.
A circuit like Silverstone, what would you expect from the car this weekend? I know it's not involved in any sense of competition, but yeah, it's a measure, isn't it?
It is. We need to stay out of the championship battle. We don't want to influence that. We're going to be starting from the pit lane, but I'd like to see us catching the pack and getting into the back markers as the races progress.
Still on the topic of the new era that's beckoning for the British Touring Car Championship, the hybrid era, I'm joined by Derek Morley of Cosworth, who are developing the hybrid system. Same question for you. How exciting is this weekend?
This is wonderful to be here, especially with the new era of the hybrid systems. We've worked with BTCC for a long time. We've been involved with this programme for 2 years since we were awarded it. It's going very well. The enthusiasm for the kit and also the new industry and the new capabilities we're bringing to the championship is actually quite a nice dynamic for the group.
Explain exactly, in terms of the Touring Car Championship and the work you're doing, exactly what a hybrid system is. What does it do?
So a hybrid complements the engine, so basically it gives additional power where necessary. So it's basically gives you a push-to-pass. Well, we'll say push-to-pass, but it gives you additional power when necessary for up to 15 seconds, which is for the driver per lap.
And in terms of energy and the whole environmental issue and the need for the British Touring Car Championship to be seen at the technological forefront, it is not just a tool for drivers to attack and defend.
Yes, it is more than just a tool for the drivers to attack and to defend with. It allows them to look at the strategies, allows additional performance of the vehicle throughout, and it just gives an extra dynamism to the championship, so it's another variable that they can use.
Okay, and how do you think racing will be different from a spectator's point of view, from a television point of view, and from a live spectator's point of view? What will they see that's different next year?
I think what they'll see is more of the opportunities to pass, or they'll be going for positions within the track. So they'll see this additional ability to have that power when necessary, to just actually give a bit more, add to the excitement for the racing on the day.
The cars are going to be faster, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What will the spectators see from the point of view of the driver employing the boost? Will there be any evidence that will be presented to the live crowd and to the television coverage?
That is something that's being presently reviewed with TOCA as to how that can be projected. So we're looking at potentially of a light bar, which will be external on the vehicle, so you can see what is happening. But these things are still being discussed as how we can bring the enthusiasm and excitement to the spectators.
How exciting is all this? From a Cosworth point of view, bearing in mind that we're at the forefront of a real sort of technological motorsport breakthrough here.
Yeah, it's very exciting for us all. Just moving into the new hybrid eras. We all know that that's where the way that technology is moving forward as well. It shows that we're growing and we're progressing to these new ventures.
Okay, and when you come to the end of the weekend here, what sort of results will have convinced you that it's a successful weekend and a successful project is nearing its conclusion?
Of course, it's to be competitive. Racing is racing. You can never say we're going to end up, of course. But yeah, once we've got a successful rollout and it finishes the race, that will be good for us. But also to add that we're still developing the systems as we go along. But it's really good and exciting to actually have the vehicle here at the race event.
And Andy John's going to have some fun as well, isn't he?
I think he is going to have a lot of fun with that, yes.
Okay, thanks very much indeed, and all the best wishes for the weekend.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Cheers.